Imagine if Stained, Seether, and early Javel all trauma dumped into the same microphone, while chain smoking in their stepdad's garage. That's Smile Empty Soul's self-titled debut. It's post-grunge, it's nu metal, and it's basically a therapy session disguised as a rock album. It doesn't care about mosh pits. It cares about your childhood trauma. Let's go. What's up, Dreadheads? Welcome back to the Dread Zone, your official headquarters for digging through nu metal breakdowns, emotional flashbacks, and albums that make you want to punch some drywall or cry. Today, we're reviewing album number 93 on the 100 Greatest Nu Metal Albums of All Time list by Nu Metal Agenda, Smile Empty Soul's self-titled debut. Let's get into it. Released in 2003, Smile Empty Soul isn't the loudest album on this nu metal list, but it might be the saddest. It's emotionally drained, melodically bitter, and soaked in the same kind of depression that smells like Axe body spray and stale cigarettes. It walks a tightrope between post-grunge radio rock and mid-tier nu metal, with a frontman who sounds like Kurt Cobain and a pop-punk vocalist took turns screaming and crying into a microphone. This is not a party, this is a slow collapse. Now, let's break it down track by track. The first song on the album is Bottom of the Bottle. This is their big single, and yeah, it's fine. The post-grunge nu metal blend is there, the angst is catchy, and the chorus works. But emotionally, it feels like they're trying too hard to be relatable. It's a respectable debut, but not the one that sticks with me. We stay in the same lane, but Silhouettes brings a little more mood and mystery. The lyrics are abstract enough to feel deep, and that's part of the charm. You don't need to know exactly what it's about, it just works. That foggy emotional haze feels intentional, much better than the opener. From emotional fog to emotional fraud, Nowhere Kids takes a swing at society itself. This is the soundtrack to being born in a system designed to waste you. Lyrically, it's on point. Musically, less so. The least engaging of the first three, but the message hits like a brick to the student loan balance. Now that we're done being fucked over by the system, This Is War shifts the pain to a global scale. This is easily one of the best songs off the album, if not the best. This is one of the best post-grunge songs, period, in my opinion. This song is about a soldier's gut-wrenching realization that they're just being used by the government. And then they go into normal life and then have to cope with it. There's a lot of sorrow here, but there's also some grace. The subtle string synth layer in the background gives this song more emotional gravity. It really adds to everything. Sean, the lead singer, sounds devastated and yet still very believable. From quiet grief to loud resentment, time for therapy. Heavy guitars, aggressive delivery, feels like a tantrum's been bottled up for just too fucking long. This song touches on the fact that whenever there's problems in our society that we have to face, people just tell you to go to therapy or take a bunch of antidepressants or you need Jesus or whatever the fuck. And, many times it doesn't work. And it gets very frustrating to hear these things over time. This song is definitely one of the more direct punches in your face on this album. Things calm back down with For You. Maybe a little too much. Post-grunge filler, not bad, just not very memorable. Emotionally foggy without the payoff. It's like the band took a breather and forgot to hit record again. Let's crank the distortion and the dramatics all the way up. Your Way is here. Sean's channeling his inner Brandon Boyd from Incubus if he had unresolved rage issues. It's theatrical, it's intense, and it's definitely one of the heavier tracks on the album. It feels like he's rejecting everyone's expectations while doing jazz hands. I respect it. And now we reach the other side, the heart of the album. This is it. Now, while this might be the best fucking broken home anthem of all fucking time, the trauma core ballad, we'll call it, everything still hits here. The mood, the message, the slightly twangy southern sounding guitar tone. If you've ever stared at a ceiling fan when your family's fighting and wondered how fucked they got and why, this track knows you. But before you find peace, Smile Empty Soul flips a fucking table with every Sunday. This is easily the boldest track on the album. It's the sound of every pissed off ex-Christian finally fucking snapping. Blistering guitars, lyrical venom, This isn't a nuance, it's execution. One of the album's strongest outbursts for sure. After burning down the church, we get a bedroom ballad with This Knife from Someone Still Bleeding. All acoustic, no fluff. A love song soaked in loss. It's not as stunning as the other side, but it's sincere and stripped down enough to hit where it matters. Things get kind of weird again with Radio in a Hole being next. You're Mine, in a sick way, kind of says it all. This is the sound of emotional obsession in sonic form. It's heavy, it's cryptic, and it leaves a mark even if you're not sure what it just carved in your brain. And then all the edge gets polished off. Track 12, titled All My Problems, sounds like a radio executive said, "Hey, can you do this one for hot topic teens who don't want to feel too sad?" It's clean, very poppy, and also very skippable. Another acoustic track titled I Want My Life has even less to say. It's okay, but after everything we've been through, this one feels like filler. It doesn't hit like it should. You can skip it, and you won't miss anything. Wait! There's a hidden track, and it goes fucking nuts! Eraser is in full meltdown mode. We have screaming vocals, pounding guitars, and a totally emotional combustion. Smile Empty Soul does not end with a whisper, but a fucking nuke. And honestly, it's the send-off this album earned. Smile Empty Soul isn't really flashy, not that chaotic, nor is it really heavy. But what it is it's very honest. The album hurts. Not so much in an edgy, try-hardy type of way, but more in a this is what unresolved trauma sounds like type of way. When it hits with songs such as The Other Side, This Is War, and Every Sunday, it hits really hard. When it doesn't, with songs such as All My Problems or I Want My Life, it fades into radio rock wallpaper. Still, definitely one of the more emotionally grounded records on the list. In the end, I will give this a 7 out of 10. Not because it's perfect, because it's not, but it's very real. It's wounded, awkward, and occasionally very brilliant in all honesty. It might not be the super party anthem type of nu metal record that you're used to, but it is one you feel alone with. If you vibed with this emotional spiral, hit like, smash that subscribe button, and drop your favorite track from the album in the comments. Or you can tell me which song made you cry in a Walmart parking lot. I ain't judging. I'm the Dread reminding you, if your nu metal doesn't make you question your childhood, your relationships, and your taste in hair gel, it's not nu metal enough. I will see you in the next album review.